Alright, I'm Jason with JB Inc. Welcome back to Behind the Walls. As you see, we got our Kerdi-BOARD installed already. We're going to go over the finishing of it for the waterproofing section. As you can see, we put our washers, our screws. Now when you tighten them down, you do recess it into the board. Alright, you don't want any protrusion on these. You can see we put the screws that we use the washer to attach the two boards together. So that's kind of how you did it. We actually put them in the corner. We bend them, attach them in the corner before we want our waterproofing. Just a little extra security. You don't necessarily have to do that, but that's how we do it. So let's go over this waterproofing. First off, you need some unmodified thin set is what Kerdi recommends. There's actual talk on a website called John Bridge. It's a tile website. If you go on there, very informative. But they actually use modified thin set where they're actually getting a better hold and a better adhesion. So unmodified is recommended by the company. It's not a set in stone, but you can also use modified. It takes a little longer to dry. We're going to use some, what we got today. I think it is a modified, but we're going to use what we have, and we're going to go over this. So Dave, this is the trial provided by Schluter. Here's your marks. If you don't want to buy the ruby one, you can just go get another one with those dimensions. That's determined for the Kerdi install that we're doing. So give this to Dave and we're going to walk through it. We're going to hit a couple of these holes here. So you want your mud a little stoopy so you can flatten it out. We don't want globs. So what he's doing, he's going ahead and he's going to pack in the corner there. Once he gets that corner, spread out with some thin set, we're going to apply the Kerdi paper. Now as he's doing this, I'll explain the Kerdi paper. This is Kerdi-line. This is the waterproofing paper. If you don't use the board, you can use this over your crap Durarock or green board or whatever else you want to use, opposite of that. So we buy the whole roll, we just cut strips. You can buy the 3-inch or 4-inch roll, and buy that. We find it a little more cost effective to buy the whole roll and cut strips. So this is what it is, and this is your waterproofing once it's up. As you're about to see, we're getting ready to apply it. The big thing is consistency in your mud and the consistency in the trial work. So you press a strip in, it'll actually stick by itself. He's going to push it in the corner, get it that nice 90 degree, and then trial out all the air bubbles in the edges.
It's in the paper.
Oh. There we go. Alright, so you can see he's got the first set on. First layer. Just gonna smooth all this out. wipe all the excess off, and then we'll go back through, and you're gonna basically trial the whole thing. You want to cover all that paper with thin set. Once it bonds, that's the waterproofing on that. And then how we address these screw holes is real easy. So we take some of the paper, we cut little squares, which Dave's already got right there. I'm just giving you a little close up here. Take the paper, cut the squares. He's going to apply the thin set on the paper right over the board. That easy. I mean, that's it. Once it's on dry, it's waterproofed. You go over every screw hole like that. Make sure you got enough set all the way around. And I'm gonna go ahead and jump ahead of, since we're doing this, we got drying time. After it's dry, what we like to do, we go through. Once all the waterproofing is done, we'll go through and skim the entire wall. Now I'm not going to skim this entire wall because I'm going to have to break this unit down, but once all the waterproofing is done, we actually go through, skim the entire wall with thin set, we flash it, and that is because it has to be done per the instructions, and it's easier while we're here, instead of having a tile guy come in and do that himself, we'll take care of it, and it's one less step for him. So we're gonna go finish up throwing a couple more of these pieces up. Okay, so we've got the waterproofing done that we're gonna do. As you can see, we've hit this section of the screws and all that. We hit this seam, we did this seam, we even overlapped to show that. The rule of thumb on this, per the manufacturer, is a 2-inch overlap. So you can see this is probably 2.5 or so on each side. Now, like I said, this is wet, so when it dries, in a typical job field, we would skim the whole wall and then proceed with tile, but obviously this is just a prop, so we're not going to skim the whole wall and do that because I want to be able to rip it down, but you see how it's done. It's that easy. I guarantee you, anybody using Durarock and crap red guard is not doing it this fast. It doesn't happen. We're basically ready to set tile. We can actually start setting tile right now if we want to, and that is the positive side of Schluter. It's just simple, it's quick, it's effective, and you can get stuff done pretty easy. So thanks for tuning in. See you on the next video.